In this video, I will go over the Mercedes-Benz S65 AMG, showing this enthusiast-owned example with just 69,000 kilometers or about 43,000 miles. Then I will discuss what S65 W220 buyers should look out for in today's market. The S65 debuted as the world's fastest sedan in late 2004. Production of the S65 began in March of 2004 for the European market, and the S65 came to North America for 2006. It is powered by the hand-assembled AMG M275 V12 biturbo engine. This 6-liter engine puts out 604 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque, despite being electronically restrained. The S65 has incredible performance. It can sprint from 0 to 60 miles an hour in under 4 seconds and pass the quarter mile in less than 12 seconds, despite weighing 4,900 pounds. Only a handful of supercars were faster than the S65 back in 2006. A total of 630 W220 S65s were produced for the entire world, making it rarer than the CL and SL versions of the 65. 427 S65s made it to the US market. All of the US S65s are 2006 models. The engine is the centerpiece of the S65. As is the case with V12s, operation is incredibly smooth. Vibrations are non-existent. Every time you start the S65, that V12 starter sound is very satisfying. The exhaust also has a good sound to it. The power produced by this V12 is impressive. Upon acceleration, the car effortlessly speeds up without much drama, as long as it gets traction. Power is sent through a smooth 5G-tronic automatic transmission. The ride quality is among the best I've ever experienced. Even on a rougher road, the S65 irons out any bumps with its ABC hydraulic suspension. Hit the ABC Sports button and you instantly feel the car stiffen up. The ABC hydraulic suspension is clearly a very powerful system. The exterior styling of the S65 is very restrained, especially with this pewter metallic paint. This car is fast without bragging about it, a true gentleman's express. The only giveaways are the badges, the quad exhausts, and these gorgeous 19-inch two-piece wheels. The massive 15.4-inch brake rotors with 8 piston calipers completely fill the space behind the wheels. The interior in the S65 is equipped with leather almost everywhere, the seats, the dashboard, and the door panels. The interior definitely has a premium feel. The seats are incredibly soft compared to any other AMG I've sat in. Base price of the S65 in the US was $169,000 or $228,000 in Canada. That was a lot of money in 2006, but the S65 is well equipped with pneumatic soft closing doors, a power trunk, active ventilated and dynamic front seats, as well as full power rear seats, infrared reflecting glass, and more. There were a few options that you could get on the S65, including Distronic radar guided cruise control, Parktronic parking sensors, keyless go push button start, and heated rear seats. While the S65 is a pretty reliable car, especially considering its levels of luxury and performance, there are some problems to look out for. The most common problem on the M275 engine is the coil pack assemblies going bad, indicated by misfires and a check engine light. There is one coil assembly for each side of the engine, and each one costs well over $1,000. The valve cover gaskets are also known to weep a slight amount of oil, but that's just a cosmetic issue. The engine mounts are also known to wear out faster compared to other cars. The intercooler pump can also go bad and will cause the engine to heat soak and lose power. The fact that the engine has 24 spark plugs is not a problem in my opinion, because the service intervals on the spark plugs are very long. Honestly, these are pretty strong engines for the amount of power they produce and don't really have any major flaws. I've already made a more in-depth video on this M275 engine, and a link to that video will be in the description. S65s have active body control suspension, which is a hydraulic suspension system. The ABC system delivers the advantages of mitigating body roll as well as delivering an excellent ride. Unfortunately, it is probably the least reliable thing about the S65. There are multiple points of failure with this system, such as the belt-driven ABC pump on the engine, the valve blocks of the system, or the ABC struts themselves. With that being said, a lot of ABC problems arise from lack of maintenance. Contrary to what Mercedes originally specified, the ABC fluid needs to be changed quite often to prevent failures, such as every 30,000 miles. Also, ABC cars like to be driven at least once in a while, rather than sit in storage. Servicing the massive brakes is also known to be expensive on the S65. Brake pads and rotors will cost about $1,200 for front pairs. The 5-speed transmission is very reliable if regularly serviced. And then the obvious when looking for a car like this. Check the service history for complete records. You want to see that the ABC fluid was changed, and so on. Check the Carfax for accidents, and inspect the paint and body for any signs of bodywork or paintwork. Check all the electronic functions such as the seats, windows, and of course the pneumatic, soft close doors. This particular S65 we're looking at is an incredibly well-preserved example. This car has been upgraded with a Rentec ECU tune and their intercooler pump upgrade. Rentec says this raises power to 670 horsepower and 840 pound-feet of torque, and removes the electronic speed limiter. In other words, this car is capable of 210 miles an hour. This S65 also had its coil packs replaced once, and had its ABC hydraulic pump also replaced, as well as other routine maintenance over the years. Really not too bad. Looking at the market for S65s, these cars present an incredible value for money. Around $20,000 is all you need for a good S65 AMG with about 60 or 70,000 miles. This is shocking value for money, as this V12 biturbo engine stayed with the S65 until 2020 and was virtually unchanged. Also, in my opinion, the W220 S65 has aged pretty well, especially if the car is in nice shape. Nonetheless, the S65 is in a class of its own. When it was new, it did not have any direct competitors. And even today, it is a very appealing package with levels of comfort that you would struggle to find today, coupled with performance that is still competitive in 2020. Thanks for watching, and if you want to support the channel, take a look at my store. Link is in the description. If you want to see more AMG content, subscribe for more videos like this one.